Costa Rica, a Central American nation built on peace and cohesiveness, relies on its population of nearly 5 million to sustain its laid-back lifestyle. Ticos, as citizens are often called, can be found helping their families and neighbors both next door and across the border. This is the story of family in Costa Rica. My first stop visiting Costa Rica was at El Toledo, an organic family-run coffee farm. I sat down with Gabriel Calderon, one of the sons in charge of the fields, about what it's like working with his family and growing the coffee farming industry.
We are all total 7 working on the farm, 4 of the family.
And the standard ratio is usually a liter of coffee versus 60 grams of coffee. A liter of water versus 60 grams of coffee, of course. And you can vary that depending on how much you like the coffee or how much coffee you want.
As there is no support for farmers in education in the real form, farmers are taught to do organic, but they have to learn their own way. So as economically it didn't have good results, we started doing taxi driving, construction. I learned English to work for a company, not to be a coffee farmer, right? So, but altogether is helping now in the diversity of thinking that we learn also by doing other things. Is now working good in the farm. We do other stuff with our hands instead of just trying to hire people to do stuff. We do it all more ourselves.
When asked about the idea of one day cashing out and selling the business for a large sum of money, Calderon showed no interest.
We've been able to appreciate what we have, that even though we don't have lots of money, we have a life that is enjoyable, that we like doing farming, that we learn more how to improve it, and that right now that would be the last thing that runs into my head.
Another stop on the trip was at the Costa Rica Humanitarian Foundation in La Carpio, the largest squatter town in San Jose. I spoke with founder Gail Nystrom about how she witnessed the development of the area over the years.
Starting from scratch, everything you see was done little by little, cologne by cologne. If you have money, you buy 5 bricks to put in your front wall, and then you have money again and you buy 10 bricks. And it's very exciting to be part of it.
Nystrom, a native of Livingston, New Jersey, was sent to Costa Rica as part of the Peace Corps in the 1970s. After a year back in the States, she decided she couldn't live with herself without returning to finish what she started, and has been in La Carpio ever since.
Anyone else would have left. You have no idea what it's like to try to maintain. I have 3 of these locales, these centers in this community. And it's really, really, really hard in unexpected ways. Somebody steals from us. Who? We don't know who. One woman gets in a fight with another woman.
To follow up on the theme of family in Costa Rica, I asked Nystrom what her definition of a complete family was.
A complete family is the people who live together and care for and support each other. And in this community, in the beginning years, it was mostly women with their children. Now, more and more, I see a man maybe 32, 33, a woman maybe 25. They have a toddler, she's pregnant, and maybe they have a 6-year-old. Every single building here has a story of who lived in it, who built it, who created it, how it came to be. So that's why we call it the Village of Hope, because they're not depressed, because they know that they're going to have always a better future. And their kids, oh my goodness, their kids are going to university now.
Another stop on the trip was to Transforma, an organization that helps impoverished women get back on their feet by teaching them things like cosmetology and entrepreneurial skills. Founder Vanessa Valenzuela got her start in community leadership at a young age.
My father worked with 3-4 ladies in social programs. Mm-hmm. And when I was about 9 years old, on vacation, I traveled with him for a whole month, where he was going to poor communities to negotiate pieces of land to create recreational parks for the poor. So I would carry a little camera, and all the poor children would come around me, and I would just love just being an influence to them. And so I really have heritage of social responsibility in my family. And so I'm passing that to my children.
Valenzuela left her career working alongside her husband for 22 years with an NGO to start Transforma, but he believed in her and her ambitions.
He was very supportive in the fact that he knew there was a lot of potential in me to pursue that passion, to help the poor and create innovation. It was hard because we were partners in the other organization, but he has been a great support to me.
Traveling alongside us on our trip was a group of 7 Nicaraguans from Alianza Americana, an English and leadership school in Nicaragua. Previously, the group hosted visitors for programs like the one I participated in, and while the current state of the country did not allow for that to happen this year, founder of Alianza, Oscar Aragon, was asked to speak about his role within the organization and what it meant to be in Costa Rica.
I'm the co-founder of Alianza and also director of international programs.
Aragon also mentioned what sparked his career change from the medical field to Alianza.
Sometimes a blind person can even see more things than a person that has their own both eyes. Sometimes you have everything is intact, but you don't see with the eyes of your heart, or you don't see with the eyes of your full potential of your awareness. So I decided that in order to solve things at a profound level and permanently, it was different than solving them in a superficial level and temporary.
Traveling alongside Aragon was his wife and one of his daughters. I asked him what family meant to him, especially in the supportive neighboring Costa Rica.
I think that mom and dad and siblings we support each other. We support with their needs, with their struggles in life, with their weaknesses and challenges. So I think that the first community that you need to be aware of and that you need to support is your person first, and the ones that are near you, which is your family. So I think that in all Central American countries, we are aware of that. I am raising my daughter in a different way that I was raised, right? But at the same time, I want to keep those values. My daughter, for example, she's aware and she knows that what keeps us together is the center of our values as families.
Although I did not get to see all of Costa Rica, the values of family and supporting one another remained clear throughout the week. After conducting all the interviews, it's easy to see that whether you're from the United States, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, or somewhere in between, we're not that different after all.
Sonó la ráfaga que abrió mi pecho, grito de sangre, me ardió la voz por los andenes de un viejo barrio. Alguien me llama, me escuchen su voz, está gritando al cielo una plegaria y al mismo tiempo cayéndome al suelo. Que no me arranque el alma una bala. Que se apiade el cielo de nosotros. Por hoy no van a desaparecerme a la sombra de su mentira, me van a recordar para
hacer la voluntad del pueblo. Y si estamos juntos, somos más libres. Que no me arranque el alma una bala. Que se apiade del cielo de nosotros por hoy. Sonó la ráfaga que abrió mi pecho, un grito de sangre. Que no me arranque el alma una bala.